All right, hey guys, so today we have an exciting one, especially for those of you who are thinking about maybe Sarasota or want to check out some communities there. We're gonna head down there. We're gonna meet up with Carla and Jeff. We're gonna go over 5, maybe 6 new build communities in the Lakewood Ranch, Sarasota area, so hang tight. Okay, so today, very exciting, we're going to talk about Star Farms in Lakewood Ranch. We're with Carla and Jeff. So thank you for taking the time to do this.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
This community is super exciting because Lakewood Ranch is kind of known for having some high-end homes, some higher price points, and this community is actually going to be pretty affordable comparatively.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll dive into that. We're going to talk about the amenities they're going to have, which sounds super cool, pricing, all the good stuff.
I mean, Star Farms are going to have 1,500 homes. 1,411 of them are for D.R. Horton. The rest of them are custom homes. The prices range from $363,000 all the way up to $780,000, with the average being around $500,000. The greatest thing about this development is there's 4 community centers. Some are private to each neighborhood.
See, when I hear, what was the lowest? 363?
363, yep.
For a
So-
new build, I assume like, okay, that doesn't include the lot and all this, but that's
No,
the price.
it's as is, yep.
That's really good.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
And they're really pushing you to use their financing if you have to finance.
Yeah.
So today's rate right now is 6.5 to 6.75. They're offering 5.5 for conventional and 5.25 for FHA and VA.
Yeah.
So all the
Sweet.
veterans out there can get a much better rate
And the D.R. Horton homes are whatever it shows in the model, that's what you're going to get.
as is.
Okay.
So it is as is. There's
Okay,
no
so you
customization.
can't take a wall out or okay.
No,
No,
it
it's
is
good to
what
know.
it is.
I mean, the place is just absolutely gorgeous. It's all brand new. The HOA fees are fairly cheap. Single family, $340. Village, $319. Townhouses are $218. That includes the management company, common grounds, lawn care, irrigation. Does not include internet cable, and it does have a gate. They'll decide in the future if it's going to have a guard or not.
Man or not? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when, in terms of build dates, because it's just starting, so this thing is just kicking off, do you have dates on when like the clubhouse is projected to be finished?
The
main one,
the main
summer.
clubhouse, yeah, it'll be
The
ready.
summer this year. Yep.
Wow, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
The other ones are going to probably be a good 6 months to a year out.
Yeah. But as
the
long as you
actual-
have one place
right.
you can go
Yeah.
and
Oh,
okay.
absolutely.
And the main one's going to have a restaurant, full bar, all of
huge.
the
All the
of the
amenities.
amenities,
Yep.
the pickleball, the tennis.
Okay.
So that's going to be the shared resort club that everybody in the community can.
Okay. And you said that there's 4 clubhouses, so and it's multi-generational. It's not 55 plus, and
Right.
that is one thing too that I've noticed is sort of a trend down here is they're not deed restricted 55 plus. We have a lot of very specifically 55
Right.
plus communities, where here it's you called it active adult exchange.
Right.
Yes.
1,500 homes total, and that many amenities sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over 700 acres over there.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's a big development
So they do allow the wrought iron fencing.
Okay. Nice.
on
Yes.
single family only.
Okay.
Yes, the single family homes.
Okay.
And another thing that people ask a lot about is can they ride a golf cart around?
Yeah.
So you can ride a golf cart around. Most communities are going to like the street legal because they don't want a bunch of teenagers riding around on.
So they just have to be registered.
All these communities seem to be pretty close to each other, and then
They
have
are.
access to like University Town Center and.
Waterside, I mean, they
Yes.
have their own little area that they can go to. If they want to come to downtown Sarasota, they're looking at probably a 30-minute drive.
Yeah. Webb at Lakewood Ranch. This is a super cool community. Some higher priced homes.
Yep.
Beautiful community, but super affordable HOA, CDD, and it offers a lot.
So this is a 55 plus community.
Oh, and a proper 55
A
plus.
proper 55 plus.
Okay,
One
so-
of the few. It's more of an established neighborhood. There's 6 new construction left. Those are over $1 million each. Other than that, everything in there is resale. But you can't find a more beautiful development. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Cool.
The amenities are gorgeous. The restaurant, the grounds.
Yeah.
I mean, everything about that place we just fell in love with.
Yeah. The community started in 2015, so it's well established.
Okay.
And most of the homeowners are actually residents. So 70% of them of the homeowners are year-round residents,
full-time.
full-time
Oh, that's
residents.
cool.
Which
Yes.
is not real
So,
common
which
in
is
Florida.
really
No,
nice
that's
because
not,
then
yeah.
you meet your friends and
Yeah,
do all the
everyone's
social
not disappearing
activities.
for half the year. Yeah.
Within the last 6 months, I think the lowest price one was $473.
Okay.
So that was for one of the villas. So that was still affordable.
And we're figuring the average price is in the $750 range
Okay.
for a resale. And I mean, most everybody in there keeps these properties absolutely immaculate. So,
Yeah. Well,
So-
2015. I mean, that's still a
Right.
pretty
New.
new house. Yeah. HOA, and we looked at this earlier. It's super
Yeah.
affordable.
Yeah, it's $325 to $350 a month.
Okay.
That kind of, and it's still very affordable, regardless of if it's a townhouse or the single-family home. It might be a little more expensive for the single-family home.
Yeah, it's based on size of home.
Yes.
Which is interesting because typically we'll see like villas have a higher HOA because
Right.
maybe they cover more.
Right.
Do you know?
They have to do more maintenance on them and stuff compared
Yeah.
to a single family. But this one, it's pretty low. CDD, 1,300 to 1,700 a year. So that's really not that bad either.
All right. So in terms of amenities, Webb always usually blows it out of the park. What's the deal with the amenities?
Just the way they built it is
Yeah.
beautiful when you walk through. The pool area, I mean, talk about resort living, it's just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then you have the restaurant and bar over to the right, and then you have the lake in front of it.
Yeah.
So it just,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think my two favorite things is the restaurant and bar area. It was very laid back and very affordable.
Very
And-
affordable.
And
Okay,
then that library that you talked about, whenever you go in, there's a book that there's clubs. They probably have 100
Oh,
clubs
right,
that you can
right.
join. So you go to the book, sign up for a club. They'll do group trips downtown Sarasota to go to a show together. They'll even book cruises together. There's a club for everything. There's
Yeah.
even a club that they don't have their own golf course there, so there's a club that they have a golf.
Goes in golf.
Yes, so they'll have a golf course club.
I mean, everything's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't have
Yeah.
to travel too far. You take your golf cart over to it, and it's beautiful. There's nothing bad we can say about it. Even
No.
as a little dock walking out into the lake there.
Nice. When everyone claims resort style living, but I feel like it's for it to really be proper resort style, you have to have like a bar next
I
to the
think
pool.
you
Oh,
do.
absolutely.
So I mean, it
In a
does- it
reasonably
checks the
priced
boxes.
bar. So
Yeah, but essentially it's the same as Star Farms. It's the same area.
Right.
All this stuff is in the same area.
across the street, pretty
Yeah.
much.
So, and that's actually very good to know too, because if you are interested in looking when you come down, a lot of these communities are going to be in an area where you can go check out multiple at the same time. All right, so Cresswinds is, it was a beautiful community. The one thing that stood out was that
The size.
entertainment plaza. What do we call it?
The event
The
plaza.
event plaza.
Event plaza.
So we'll see that in a bit, but to start us off, so what are sort of the community overview here?
It's one of the smaller communities in Lakewood Ranch. It's going to have a total of 650 homes, which, I mean, to me is a lot, but compared to the other communities that are, 1,500, it's definitely one of the smaller communities. It's fairly new. They started building in 2019.
It is a 55 plus community.
Yeah,
proper
it is
55
proper.
Proper 55 plus.
There's sort of like good things and bad things about a larger, smaller community, and really at that 650, you become much more tight knit with the entire community. Like
Right.
it seems like when you're in those communities, everybody kind of knows each other.
Coulter Homes.
19 different plans. You can
Almost
choose from.
400 sold out of the 650. So
And are they semi-custom or?
Yes.
yeah, you can
Okay.
custom them. Yeah, absolutely. Some of the model homes are absolutely gorgeous. You'd be surprised what you can put in these homes.
Cool.
So
Okay.
you can put pools, but they don't supply the pool company. You'd have to hire that out yourself. Prices. So the lowest price in there right now is $550. The highest was $1.4. We averaged it out between $750 and $850 for a nice house with a lot of upgrades. So part of your HOA, which it's $396 regardless of the size of the house. You have to put a $5,000 reserve down when you close on the house for the escrow. Does include the management company, common grounds and lawn care, irrigation, internet, cable. It does have a gate but not a guard.
The other cool thing was the event lawn. I keep messing that up. What do we call it?
Event plaza.
The event plaza. So they have food trucks that come in.
Yep, they have event
hold
and food trucks, concerts. They have plenty of walking trails. They have a lifestyle director full-time there. The clubhouse is restricted to just the residents, so You know, not anybody can go in the clubhouse. They have cooking classes there.
My favorite part is probably
Pottery.
is the craft room, which they have. Yeah, you can do crafts. They bring in people that teach you painting.
That's the West Virginia.
And they have their own kiln,
Right.
so you can do your own pottery there.
And then you have your 2 bocce courts, your 8 pickleball courts, and your 2 tennis courts there.
And they do have natural gas.
Oh yeah, natural gas.
Natural gas.
Yeah, which a lot of developments don't have down here.
I mean, in terms of location, again, it's very similar. So
Yeah, that's all.
but it's all in the same spot.
Across the street from Del Webb, pretty much.
Esplanade Golf and Country Club at Lakewood Ranch. It is a stunning community with a beautiful golf course, but there's a bit of a caveat.
1,250 homes in total. 950 were single family, 300 are townhouses.
Taylor Morrison.
Taylor Morrison. There's really not a lot for sale in there. There's 3 active listings, 3 current pendants, and that's about it really for that.
It's a beautiful
Gorgeous.
amenity center.
Right.
The only downfall is and it's on a beautiful golf course, but the
Right.
only downfall is there's a wait list for the golf membership, and unless you buy a house that's already deeded as a golf membership, it may be a while.
Yeah.
So that is something that's important. Now, that being said, that would be a pain in the butt to figure
Yes.
out.
Right.
If it was important to you and worth figuring out, this golf course did look like meticulously maintained. It looked really beautiful.
So this community is not a proper 55 plus. It's an active adult community, I would call it, but all ages are allowed. But it is more of an older age group in there.
All right. Well, so in terms of
Price?
yeah, stock price.
They range from 450, which would be very hard to find, up to $1.1 million right now. But the 450 range.
That's a townhouse.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, you know, single family homes, you're not even going to touch it probably until you get in the 700s.
Okay.
The HOA, they range from $630 a month to $860 a month. So when we take you up to look at houses, we'll get all the information on each particular house and if it has the deeded golf membership or not. But they will vary quite a bit depending on what level you get. So
Sometimes people don't want a golf deeded lot.
Right.
So the amenity center's like beautiful. There's 2 bars, 2 restaurants.
It felt really high end. It felt sort of like that sort of experience. You had even like wine lockers, which is kind of interesting. I've never seen that in a community, but probably some cool, like if you're into wine.
poolside tiki bar.
The salon. I like the
Oh, yeah,
spa. They have a
spa.
full service
Yeah.
spa, salon.
Yeah.
You know, there's not a lot going up for sale, so it's got to indicate something.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely tells you nobody wants to leave there. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
But it is probably one of the higher end developments of all the developments.
And that golf club
Right.
just went private.
Private,
so
so-
people are probably locking down a little bit. They
Yeah.
don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, 3 active listings right now out of 1,250 homes. That tells you something.
This one probably had the nicest pool, I would
Yeah.
say, of all the communities, because I have a client that wants an outdoor resort style pool, but she also wants a lap pool because she's
Right.
a swimmer,
Right.
but she also wants the resistance pool just for other exercises. So this is the only one that I can think of that had everything.
Azario by Esplanade.
Yes.
Okay. And this is, if you're familiar with the last video we did on Esplanade Golf and Country Club, I want to say it's like a cousin to this, but we're talking a little more affordable now.
Yeah, they started in 2020. They're expected
Okay.
to be building for 8 to 10 years.
Yes.
So you got
So-
some time to get in
You
here.
have some time to
The
get in
amenity
there.
centers will be, one amenity center will be finished out next month.
Right now, the golf course is open to the public.
It is
Yes.
public.
That's like them as they're getting started in order to fund that.
Right.
Yes.
They need to do that. They have intentions of taking it private.
I
Correct.
believe that's what.
So getting in early on something like this, like, and that's where a lot
It's
of that
huge.
demand came from Golf and Country Club is
Yes.
once it's established and people are in, and then there's that
Yes.
demand for being in there. That's when you start to see.
Oh,
And this one
absolutely.
this one is definitely deeded. There's going to be 837 golf deeded lots and then 637 club lots.
Okay. I'm assuming that the golf deeded lots are. Is it a premium on the lot or is it an additional? Where's the price change there? Is it an HOA?
The lots are definitely more expensive. The HOA definitely goes up.
The
with
HOA is more expensive. The HOA
Okay.
is up About $200 more than the
Yep.
regular HOA.
Okay.
So the villas range anywhere from 418 to 525. So we're saying the average is right around 480. Single families go from 600,000 all the way up to $1 million. So they can get kind of pricey, but again, compared to some of the other developments, it's still really cheap. HOAs, single family homes range from 335 to 663, and the villas are anywhere from 224 to 405. So there's a little bit of a range depending on the golf club and golf membership, I should say.
So the clubhouse, what we have so far, the clubhouse is framed out.
Yep.
It's not quite built. They have the golf shop up, and then the aqua range is there. People are hitting into it.
You have all the same stuff: bocce,
Yeah.
dog parks, golf carts are allowed, good fitness center,
Clay tennis again.
clay tennis. Yep.
They actually have a Vitality Park, which is a workout center outside.
Yep.
It's a trail that you go
Yep.
along the trail.
Run around and do
It's a workout
certain
center.
exercises.
Well, beautiful. Yeah, and it's. I mean, from what we could see too from the drone and stuff, it looked like it was going to be really beautiful. It had
Yeah.
sort of a. It looked like a pretty big A-frame, almost, or something. Like the architecture looked pretty interesting. It'll look like it'd be beautiful. They didn't have. They had the cement in the back. They didn't have the pool filled or anything like
Right.
that yet. But
This place really comes down to price. You know, once
Getting
they
in early.
Right, getting in early. Once they make that golf
Private.
course private, those prices are going to go sky high. So
all right, well, beautiful. If you guys are interested in Azario, you can always email us, call us with any questions you may have, or if you want to get connected directly with Carla and Jeff, you can visit explore55plus.com. Also, we're going to put a link to this below. We should just make a separate thing, actually, huh? Put this in the rest of the videos.
yeah.
We got a great map in the description below if you guys want more information. And just to visualize where these communities are at, super helpful. Visit the description. All right, thank you guys for watching that. If you want to get connected with someone on our team who specializes in 55 plus communities, visit the website explore55plus.com, or you can always call us, email us, text us. See you guys soon.